everyone. Today I am going to explain ordinary differential equation. Ordinary differential equation. The general ordinary differential equation of nth order is given by this equation, right? So here you are having any independent variable and dependent variable. So you are given a function y which is a function of x, and this function is n times differentiable, means you can find out the derivative of y with respect to x, its second derivative, its third derivative, until up to nth derivative. So any differential equation which is having the variables x, y and the derivatives of y with respect to x, its second order derivative, its nth derivative, then this differential equation is said to be ordinary differential equation. So in particular, if we are having a equation containing the variables x, y and the first derivative of y with respect to x, then this differential equation is said to be first order differential equation. Now what do you mean by differential equation? It is already explained that a differential equation is an equation which contains the derivatives of the dependent variable with respect to one or more independent variable. For example, if you are having a differential equation of this form, dy by dx plus y is equal to x, here x is an independent variable and y is a dependent variable which depends on x, and the first derivative of y with respect to x is given. So this is first order differential equation, right? Also in the second equation, this is second order differential equation. Here we are having y as dependent variable, x independent variable, and this differential equation contains the second derivative of y with respect to x. So this is second order differential equation. This is one more example of differential equation. Here independent variables are more than one. Here we are having x and z. They both are independent variable and y is depending on both these variables. So in this case we will get the derivatives of y with respect to x as well as with respect to z. So we will get the partial derivatives. So any differential equation, any equation in which the independent variables and dependent variables and their derivatives involved, then that equation is said to be the differential equation, right? So this is also a differential equation containing the partial derivatives of y with respect to x as well as z. Now just see the types of differential equation. There are two types of differential equation. One is the ordinary differential equation and the second is the partial differential equation. So in case of ordinary differential equation, only one independent variables is present and we have depending variables which are depending on only one independent variable. So here we are having the simple derivatives, ordinary derivatives. So any differential equation which contains one independent variable and dependent variables and their simple ordinary derivatives, then that differential equation is said to be the ordinary differential equation. Partial differential equation, a differential equation which contains partial derivative with respect to more than one independent variable, that is a partial differential equation. So any differential equation which involves the partial derivatives more than one independent variable, that is a partial differential equation. Now what do you mean by the order of differential equation? Order is the highest derivative term occurring in the differential equation, right? So we have to find out the highest derivative term, right? For example, in this case, we are having the equation, or it is 3y dash plus x plus 4 times y dash plus is equal to x square plus y double prime. So here y prime and y double prime denotes the first and the second derivative respectively, right? So this differential equation is having second order as a highest derivative, right? So this differential is a second order differential equation, right? Moreover, this is ordinary differential equation because in this case no partial derivatives are involved, only ordinary derivatives are involved. So therefore this is second order ordinary differential equation, right? If you see the second example, in this case we are having the third derivative as the highest derivative. So this equation is third order differential equation. In case of third example, in this equation we have first derivative as a highest derivative. So this is first order differential equation. Now what is the linear ordinary differential equation? You are given ordinary differential equation having the variables x, y and its derivative, right? So this equation is said to be linear order differential equation if it is of the form this, right? Here a0, a1 until up to an, they all are either constants or the functions of x, where x is independent variable and y is depending on x. This y to the power n means the nth derivative of y with respect to x. Y to the power n minus 1 means n minus 1th derivative of y with respect to x, and so on. So a differential equation is said to be linear if the dependent variable and its derivatives, they all exist in 1 degree. 1 degree means their power is not more than 1, is exactly, you can say it is 1, right? Neither less than 1 nor greater than 1, it should be 1, the power of this, okay? Moreover, the coefficient of each derivative, it should be either a constant or a function of x. It should not be the dependent variable and its derivatives, right? So any differential equation of this form is said to be linear differential equation. Means dependent variable and its derivative, they exist in 1 degree only, and also there does not exist any term which contains any transcendental function, means the function not in the form of polynomials of the dependent variable. Means for example, if we are having cos y, sin y, log y and so on. So if we are having a equation containing the functions like this, then that differential equation is not linear differential equation. It will be set to non-linear differential equation. Okay, so the ordinary differential equation is of the form this. For example, if we are having an equation of the form y double prime plus 2y prime plus 3y is equal to cosine x. Here this double prime means the second derivative of y with respect to x. 1 prime means the derivative of y with respect to x, and so on. So in this equation, if we compare with the previous slide, the general form is a naught y nth derivative plus a1 n minus 1th derivative of y and so on is equal to function of x. So here these are constants, and here we are having a function of x also. So this is linear differential equation. Okay, what is the order of this differential equation? It is second, because highest derivative term is the second derivative term. So therefore this is linear second order differential equation. In example 2, again it is linear and first derivative is the highest derivative. So this is linear first order differential equation. But if the equation is of the form this, y prime whole square, here the degree is not 1, it is 2. Here also y square, it is not 1. So therefore this is not a linear differential equation. This is non-linear, highest derivative is first, so it is non-linear first order differential equation. One more example, y prime plus sine y is equal to 0. Again here we are having a function of y, sine y, right? We can write down the expansion of sine y, it is y minus y cube by 3 factorial and so on. So again the degree of y is not only 1, it is more than 1, right? So therefore this differential equation is not linear. This is non-linear first order differential equation. So this point is clear. So any differential equation of the form a naught y nth derivative, then a n minus 1 y n minus 1 derivative and so on is equal to some function of x is said to be linear differential equation. Now what do you mean by the solution of differential equation? A function y is equal to phi x is said to be a solution of differential equation this. First of all, this function should be differentiable, and secondly it should satisfy this equation, right? So solution कब होगा? When this phi x satisfying this differential equation, then phi x becomes the solution of this differential equation. Sometimes it is also said to be integral of the differential equation. Now for example, if you are having the equation y dash plus 2y is equal to 0, y dash means dy by dx. We can take this 2y to be the other side. This will be minus 2y. We can separate the variables. We can take this y to be this side. So dy by y is equal to minus 2 dx. Now you can take the integration to both sides and you will get the solution. So y is equal to a into e to the power minus 2x. It is a solution of this differential equation. So this is phi x. It's a function of x. It is differentiable and it satisfies this equation. Therefore, this is the general solution, or you can say solution of this differential equation, right? So any function of x which is differentiable, which satisfy the differential equation, is said to be the solution of that differential equation. Now what do you mean by the general solution? A solution which satisfies the differential equation and contains as many constants as the order of differential equation is called the general solution, right? So if we are having first order differential equation, then the general solution must contain at least one constant, right? It should contain one constant. Okay. Secondly, whatever the solution, it should satisfy the equation. So a solution, first of all, a solution means a function of x which satisfy the differential equation, right? Secondly, which is differentiable, and it should contain as many constants as the order of differential equation, then that solution is said to be the general solution, right? So y prime is equal to y, so any function of x which satisfy this one and having one arbitrary constant is the general solution of this differential equation. So if we are having second order differential equation, then its general solution should contain two arbitrary constants. Now what do you mean by the particular solution? If we get some values of the constant in the general solution under some conditions. So if we put the value of this capital A, if we can find out the value of the capital A, right, under some conditions, then that solution is said to be the particular solution of the differential equation, right? So for example, in the above in this differential equation, this is a solution by integrating both sides, right? And we are given the condition y at 0 is 1. Y at 0 means you have to put x to be 0, the value of y is 1. So in this equation, if you put x to be 0, the value of y is 1. So what will you have? You put 1 here equals to a e to the power 0, which is 1. So you get the value of a to be 1. So when you substitute the value of a over here, then this is y is equal to e to the power minus x. It is a solution of this differential equation under this condition. So this is a particular solution because we have removed the constant, arbitrary constant under this condition. Now this will become the particular solution of this differential equation. So what do you mean by singular solution? A solution that cannot be obtained from the general solution of a differential equation but still satisfy the differential equation is said to be the singular solution, right? Means a solution which satisfy the differential equation but cannot be obtained from the general solution, right? So we have such solution which cannot be obtained from the general solution but that satisfy the original differential equation. So that solution is said to be the singular solution. तो वो general solution से obtain नहीं हो रहा but वो main differential equation को satisfy कर रहा है. So that solution is said to be the singular solution. For example, if you consider this differential equation, then the general solution is this one, right? But y is equal to 0. It is also a solution of this differential equation. You can easily verify that y is equal to 0 is a singular solution of this. Why? Because when you put y to be 0 in the left hand side, its derivative is 0 also. So your left hand side is 0, your right hand side is 0. So 0 is equal to 0, true. So that means 0 is a solution of this differential equation, but we cannot obtain y is equal to 0 from this, which is the general solution of this differential equation, right? So therefore y is equal to 0 is a singular solution. So what are the types of solutions? We have general solution, we have particular solution, now we have singular solution. So general solution is a solution which satisfies the differential equation and contains as many arbitrary constant as the order of that differential equation, right? Particular solution, from the general solution we will get the value of particular solution under some conditions. If we can remove the arbitrary constants, we can find out the value of arbitrary constants under some condition, then that general solution will be replaced by particular solution, right? Singular solution is a solution of differential equation but it cannot be obtained from the general one, right? It satisfies the differential equation but it cannot be obtained from the general one, then that solution is said to be the singular solution. Now the next is the formation of differential equation. So we are given any solution, any general solution, you can say any relation, right? And we are having the arbitrary constants. So जितने arbitrary constants हैं, just eliminate that arbitrary constant by taking the derivatives that much time, right? And you will get the differential equation. So we have to eliminate the arbitrary constant in the relation which is given to us. और जितने arbitrary constants हैं उतने बार आप derivative लो and you will get the differential equation. Okay, so for example, if we are given y is equal to a times cos 3x plus b times sin 3x, so in this equation we are having two arbitrary constants, one is a, other is b, right? So we have to take the derivative of y with respect to x two times, right? So first find out the first derivative of y with respect to x, then find out the second derivative, right? And then you have to simplify these two in such a way so that we can eliminate these constants a and b, right? So now just see, when you take the first derivative, what will you have? First derivative of y with respect to x is what? Y dash is equal to, it will be what is the derivative of cos 3x? It is minus 3 times sin 3x, right? So you will have this. Similarly, the derivative of sin 3x is 3 times b cos 3x. So you have this equation. Again take its derivative, you will have this equation, right? So now you can take minus 9 to be common and you will have a times cos 3x plus b times sin 3x. And what is this? This is nothing but y. So you can substitute over here. So you will have y double prime plus 9y equals to 0, right? So this is the differential equation, right, whose solution is this. So in this case, solution is given to us, general solution is given to us, and we have to eliminate the arbitrary constants, and we have to formulate the differential equation. One more example, y is equal to cx plus 1 over c. Now in this equation we are having only one arbitrary constant, which is c. So we have to take the derivative of y with respect to x, only one, means we have to take only first derivative of this. So find out the first derivative of y with respect to x. This is c. The derivative of x is 1 by c, its derivative is 0, right? So we will have y prime is equal to c. Now substitute the value of y prime, you can say c, as a y prime in this equation. So what will be the differential equation? Y is equal to y prime x plus 1 over y prime. More simplify it, you get this is y prime minus y prime whole square times x is equal to 1. So this is the differential equation whose solution is this. Thank you.